6ix9ine dissed YFN Lucci after Lucci said he never heard of 6ix9ine. All right. Let's take a look.
He cap.
What Lucci say? I was just in the street so crazy. I had never heard of it.
He wasn't trying to entertain that snitch. He wanted to dead that shit.
Smart answer though.
I love when rappers do like that though. I love when rappers do shit like that. So, niggas act like they Patrick living under a rock.
Yeah, like what?
That shit hilarious.
So hard, I ain't even had no phone.
That should be hilarious.
I was trapping so hard. Like I ain't had no Instagram.
I ain't listened to that.
Like, all right, bro.
I ain't never heard someone say throw on so-and-so.
You never had a life, ever. You was in the streets.
Well, how much politics went into you squashing your beef with
It wasn't too much. What does that mean? Savage and him.
That's it.
And we worked it out.
No way.
Little dude, 6ix9ine, was on a podcast with Vlad, and he basically said he don't buy it. There's too much like. Exactly. But the Tekashi 69, right? He's that.
I never heard of him.
Right. Exactly.
We appreciate you. Not even.
Right.
Well, how much politics went?
I respect it.
And then what did 6ix9ine say? Then 6ix9ine's response.
I guess you never heard of them shooting at your mom either. Prime example of picking and choosing what your ears want to hear. And that shit got 3,200 likes. Jesus Christ.
Probably way more by now for
that
me.
wasn't even a good comeback.
Yeah,
it's crazy. It was a crazy comeback. I'll tell you that much.
It was very 6ix9ine.
Crazy comeback.
It was disrespectful, but it wasn't clever, witty, or none of that.
Yeah, nah. I mean, like,
it was pretty.
I mean, I feel like it's
that's just kind of funny, bro. It's funny. I'm trying not to laugh at it because it's his mom, but that shit kind of funny though.
Feel me? You ain't never heard of me. I guess you ain't heard of him shooting at your mama shit, nigga.
That's crazy.
I ain't mad at that with his snitch ass. I ain't mad.
Bro, but it's gotta be exhausting to be 6ix9ine, bro.
It's
gotta be exhausting to be 6ix9ine. As funny as this is, bro. Everybody coming at you all the time, bro. Like, you gotta be on 10. Like, every FaceTime call that comes in, you gotta be ready to diss it. Whole shit. You feel me? Like, this shit has gotta be
do stuff for this snitch. That's what I'm saying. Like,
it's gotta be exhausting, bro.
You feel me? That nigga is
nah. I mean,
weirdo.
You know me, I'm not in the streets. I could care less. Obviously, what he did is
you ain't got to be in the streets to see that he a non ass. Where's you at with your daughter? How you be friendly and tell on everybody? That ain't even no street. Look, bro, to not agree with snitching don't make you a street person. You know what I mean? This nigga,
that's a morality issue.
Yeah, you don't. These niggas at your beck and call and you tell on the nigga. You name a song out there and pay him to go shoot a Kuda. And then you tell on them.
No, but that's
you hired them and told on them.
But that's the real reason why non-street people can look at like street people and be like, oh, this person snitched, and have it reflect on how you judge them, even if you've never been in that scenario, because it's like you were just implying, basically, it's more of a moral / character issue.
Police don't snitch on their own. Your mama always tell you stop telling.
The police don't tell on each other.
Yeah, they don't tell on each other either. I
I
literally said this the last time we was up here talking about 6ix9ine, bro. Is like, I don't necessarily take umbrage like about the street code. What I think is up is that he ruined people's lives. I say this every single time we talk about him. You feel me? Is that he was out here acting like a goon, and then when it got time to do some goon shit, he turned state. Like, yeah, obviously I take exception with that shit. And I say like 6ix9ine is like a person that should have like stayed away from like, I need the streets to make myself valid, even though he said some real shit. Without black people, I wouldn't have got as far as I got. That's some real shit for sure. But he should have just obviously been himself, because he's entertaining. Like, he is actually a little funny and shit.
So how you know he being himself? You said
how do I know he's being himself?
Right.
I mean, I think it's a little bit of. He says that he's a product of
damn good actor.
Yeah.
Look. Himself.
That's an interesting question.
When he was explaining why he didn't, he was scared why he took the deal for the sex crime. I was just a little kid. But now, stupid, bro. The nigga that was yelling, I'm a little kid. That's Danny. That's him.
Yeah.
All this little fake tough and all that shit. Talking about who you slapping. When you was getting whipped out your speedos, that's you.
Yeah, that's the craziest thing about the whole 6ix9ine thing is he came home and didn't miss a beat. He went back to trolling and antagonizing.
I think what Ricky mean when he's saying he being himself, when I see 6ix9ine being himself is when he talk about how the labels is stealing from the artists, and when he do what the was he talking about? Nothing that ever has to do with no tough shit. You feel me? Because he has moments where he not talking about that. Like he did a clip. You feel me? I seen that shit where he was talking about how if you sign to the label and they steal all your shit, it's like he being regular right here. But he's still entertaining when he's being regular. Now when you saying slap booty whoop and it's like, yeah, whatever. We don't believe you. But he has these moments where it's like, yeah, you could have just did this. You didn't have to do the yelling and saying you'll slap because we don't believe you. You feel me? But he has moments.
Like I'm saying, like he tried to be somebody else when he did the gang. You feel me? Like a lot of fall for this like type pressure. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, you had a homie growing up where it's like you get around a bunch of people and he's macho man, but like by yourself and he's low key tender about like some weird like social shit or some shit. And it's just like, this is what I feel like you really like, dog. Like you could be yourself around the homies too. Like nobody's gonna do no weird shit to you.
When he said that he wouldn't have been as big if he wasn't around black people.
No, he talked.
Yeah, like he low key. He has moments where he like, this is an astute individual. Like he kind of understands life. You feel me? He didn't say if I didn't get around gangsters and thugs. He said if I didn't get around black people, I would not have been as big as I am. Like I could tell there's a certain level of intelligence.
That's true. But then he tried to shoot at Chief Keef. You feel me? Supposedly,
what they gotta
like,
do with what
that's
he
the
just
ultimate
said.
no, like I'm saying, like there be things like that.
Try to shoot at Chief Keef.
Because
he about to slide for Keith.
hell yes, we're sliding for Sosa. We're sliding for Sosa.
That had nothing to do with trying to come up.
It do. Because listen.
I mean, he was drunk with power.
Okay, I'll give you that. But
power.
I'll say this: like, yeah, it's definitely a sign of him being intelligent, making observations like that. Although it's pretty obvious. Yeah, you're in a black culture and a black genre of music.
A lot of people are.
Yeah, you feel me? Like,
fact, though, that sounds regular, but that's not for everybody.
I guess that the fact that that's not regular is kind of mind blowing to me.
Because some people would think
you because you're white.
Some people would think I'm so dope. Like I did this by myself. They're just background dancers.
But I know where I'm at.
You know what I'm saying?
You've been in this culture for a long time, so of course it's regular to you. Your average kid of a different race, white, Mexican, whatever it may be, start rapping and being around. He's not gonna have a thought in his head like, oh, they think they like this because it's 10 behind me with choppers. Not me. They're not gonna have that realization. You've been around niggas for 40 years, so you get it.
Right.
He marketed himself well. He did that.
No, for sure. He's amazing marketing and like the shit.
But I want to, man, say again, just because you not a street person don't mean it's okay for you to tell, bro. That ain't what that mean, bro. Don't take part in it. Don't even do it.
Yeah, I'm gonna get out the car type of nigga. You feel me?
I respect that nigga. Trey, let me out, though. Because if he would have did anything, he was gonna tell. Yeah. So let me know now that you ain't with it. You know what I mean?
Trey would have told for sure.
Yeah, but he's like, let me out, though. He thought about that shit. Yeah. Think about what you do first, and your no button can't be broke. Say no.
Yeah. A lot of people
if you go all the way, nigga, you better not tell, nigga. Sorry, your grandma. You know, IFG.
A lot of people get caught up in shit because they're afraid to say no. Like even when we was talking about the YBN, like I was like, shout out Jay for being like, I don't want to be a gang member. I want to be a fly rap and get. I was like, I felt that shit in my soul.
Right.
Like, why the fuck you doing this shit to hang out with a bunch of bro? Like the whole point is so you can be the in the room with 10
after
females.
You get rich and famous. I don't understand niggas who get rich and famous and then go gangbang.
It's crazy.
That shit always blows my mind. Like, all right, you're rich, famous now, and now you go gangbang.
In hip hop, though,
you know who you are. It's a lot of these.
In hip hop, though, there's always this like cool kids club of the tough guys, though, that like everybody wants to be in. Like the one I feel like we recently saw was like Dirk, Savage.
Huh? You lost me. What you mean? They come from that.
I know. But I'm saying people want to be with them. They want to be next to them, even though they don't come from that, because they think that equates to selling records and stuff like that. You get me?
I think a better example would have been YB. He had all these kids yelling 4K Trey. I'm like, what the f is that? I didn't know what the f fuck Trey was.
No,
Wait,
he still
Nothing.
he
Some
still
shit
does.
him
You
and
talking
his
about young
friends
boy?
made.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But no. But what I'm saying, Munchie, you misunderstanding me though. I'm not saying that they not real, but I'm saying that it always comes and goes between like the artsy hip hop dudes and the tough hip hop dudes. And I feel like people's default is let me be with the tough hip hop dudes rather than let me be with the artsy dudes. Like
Well, street shit's
Kanye
always gonna
versus
be
50.
street
You feel
shit's
me?
always gonna be a part of hip hop, no matter what. Everything else has come in and out of style.
Yeah.
But real street music has been there from the beginning and will always be there.